Cllr Sarah Creedy, lead member for Housing and Social Welfare. The housing strategy which the Council has produced gives a 5-year plan for everything relating to housing within the borough. It's a very large document. It contains a lot of information for us, for those who use our housing stock, and for anybody interested in housing in the borough. And the information paints a fairly stark picture of real needs within the families and individuals of the borough right now. The average cost of a terrace house within the borough is £280,000. Many people aspire to buy, but at those sort of levels, more and more are turning to rented accommodation. And even that has its difficulties. We are advised that entry levels for renting require a household income of £39,000 per annum. That immediately shuts an awful lot of people out of market renting, and it just emphasises the need that we have for more affordable housing within the borough. But there are groups of individuals within our society who have very particular needs. We are seeing an increase in the need for housing in the 16 to 25-year-old bracket, and they need real support in living independently. We've got a number of people with quite complex and severe learning disabilities. There are a larger number of residents in the borough who have mobility issues or other needs, and housing needs either to be adapted or provided in such a way as to meet those needs. So there are very particular groups within the borough that we have to turn our attention to. That's the first ambition. The second ambition within our housing strategy is to make the best possible use of the housing that we already have, and there are a number of strands to that. It will include, for example, bringing 75 empty homes back into use. There is absolutely no point in having a flat or a house standing empty when we have so many people in need of accommodation. It will also mean ongoing improvements to the homes that the council owns and manages. But we look wider than that, and we want to improve standards in the private rented sector as well. We work with landlords on that in a number of ways, and one of the new initiatives contained in the housing strategy is an accreditation scheme for landlords who run houses occupied by a number of people, whether that's students or entry-level people to the market or groups of families. We want to ensure that those houses and homes are run in the best possible way for the benefit of those who occupy them and for their neighbours as well. And then the final ambition is obvious. There is a real need to increase the supply of affordable housing. For the first time in over 20 years, this council has started building its own housing. We've opened our first 3. I'm expecting to open another 60 within the next few months. And the housing strategy makes it clear that over the next 5 years, this council will directly provide 150 new homes. Then we need to work with our partners who develop elsewhere, ensuring that of all the new homes that may be built in the borough, there will be a large proportion of affordable homes. There are huge challenges there, but Guildford Borough Council has been in the business of providing housing for nearly 100 years, so we're in it for the long term.